Some car mods look cool online, but wreck your drivability, safety, and wallet in the real world. Today, we are cutting straight to the 10 worst upgrades that quietly break parts, ruin handling, and invite tickets. Stay to the end, because the last one can end an engine in seconds if you try it the wrong way. Number 1. Extreme camber and stretched tires. The stance look trades grip for aesthetics, and the bill comes due fast. Excessive negative camber shrinks your contact patch, braking distances grows, wet traction falls, and ABS works harder for less. Stretched tires pop more easily over potholes, sidewalls lose their ability to absorb impacts, and wheel lips bend or crack on rough roads. It does not stop there. Inner shoulders cook while the outer tread stays fresh, so you chew through expensive rubber in a few thousand miles. Wheel bearings, ball joints, and tie rods live under constant side load. Alignment becomes a monthly chore rather than a yearly check, and any emergency maneuver feels vague because the tire's shape is fighting the road. If you want a sharp, low look without the failures, use mild camber within factory tolerances, proper tire width for the wheel, and a professional alignment with real toe settings. Number 2. Cheap coilover kits. Budget coilovers lure drivers with the promise of height adjustment, but most are poorly valved and use low-quality springs. The result is a suspension that feels harsh on the street, bounces at highway speeds, and bottoms out over uneven pavement. That abuse gets expensive quickly. Constant bottoming damages strut towers, bends control arms, and ruins bushings. Tires also wear unevenly because the dampers cannot keep the wheels planted. On top of that, cheap hardware often rusts or seizes, so even simple adjustments turn into broken collars and stripped threads. Instead of gambling on bargain coilovers, invest in quality dampers or matched spring and shock kits. The ride will be smoother, the handling sharper, and the car will actually last longer. Number 3. Engine chip resistors and fake performance modules. You've probably seen those cheap plug-in chips online that claim to add 50 horsepower in minutes. In reality, they are nothing more than resistors that trick the ECU into altering fuel signals. The outcome is richer mixtures, fouled spark plugs, clogged catalytic converters, and sometimes catastrophic detonation under load. The worst part is these modules provide zero real tuning. They bypass factory safety parameters and leave your engine vulnerable to overheating and misfires. Drivers end up with worse fuel economy, illuminated check engine lights, and repair bills far larger than the cost of a real tune. A proper ECU remap or dyno tune from a trusted shop is the only safe way to gain power. Those $40 chips are scams that can shorten engine life dramatically. Number 4. Oversized chrome rims with ultra-low profile tires. Big wheels with razor-thin rubber might look flashy, but they punish your car in every way. The added weight increases rotational mass, which slows acceleration, strains the transmission, and makes the engine work harder for less. The ride becomes brutal too. With almost no sidewall, every bump, pothole, and road seam transfers straight into the suspension, bending rims and stressing wheel bearings. Braking distances also grow longer because the tires lose grip on rough pavement, and your speedometer readings become inaccurate. Instead of chasing size for looks, stick to lightweight wheels close to factory diameter with proper tire sidewall. Your handling, ride comfort, and drivetrain will all thank you. Number 5. Straight pipe exhaust. Ripping out mufflers and catalytic converters for a straight pipe may sound aggressive, but it wrecks performance and reliability. Without proper exhaust tuning, you lose critical back pressure, which kills low-end torque and makes the car sluggish in traffic. The damage doesn't stop there. Running without catalytic converters spikes emissions, triggers check engine lights, and can burn valves from excess heat. Police attention and failed inspections are almost guaranteed, turning your upgrade into non-stop headaches. If you want sound and power, a high-quality performance exhaust is the safe route. Straight piping only shortens engine life while making the car miserable to live with. Number 6. Underdrive pulleys. On paper, underdrive pulleys free up horsepower by slowing down engine accessories. In practice, they rob your car of critical reliability. The alternator spins too slowly at idle, leaving weak charging and dim dim headlights, while the water pump undercools the engine during traffic or hot weather. Those few extra horsepower gains cost far more in the long run. Engines overheat more easily, batteries die prematurely, and power steering becomes inconsistent at low RPMs. All of this stress falls back on the engine, which has to work harder just to stay alive. Stick with factory spec pulleys unless you're building a dedicated race car. For a daily driver, underdrive kits are silent killers. Number 7. Cheap turbo kits. eBay-style turbo kits promise big boost on a budget, but most are built with poor materials and zero engineering. Turbos fail quickly from bad bearings and cheap housings, sending shrapnel into the intake and destroying pistons. The supporting hardware is just as dangerous. Thin oil lines clog, intercoolers leak, and fuel systems are rarely upgraded to match the added air. That means lean mixtures, detonation, and blown head gaskets are almost guaranteed. If you want forced induction, buy a proven kit with proper fueling, tuning, and cooling. A cheap turbo may feel fast for a week, but it's one of the quickest ways to grenade your engine. Number 8. Nitrous kits on stock engines. Nitrous oxide delivers instant power, but stock internals can't handle the sudden spike in cylinder pressure and heat. Pistons crack, rods bend, and head gaskets blow long before you finish enjoying the extra horsepower. The danger is even higher when the kit isn't tuned properly. Without extra fueling and ignition adjustments, nitrous causes detonation that can destroy an engine in seconds. What looks like a cheap 100 horsepower gain usually ends in a rebuild. Unless your motor is fully forged and tuned for it, nitrous is an engine killer. On a stock setup, it's nothing more than a ticking time bomb. Number 9. LED headlight. Upgrades in halogen housings. Cheap LED bulbs stuffed into stock halogen housings might look bright up close, but they scatter light in all the wrong directions. The beam pattern becomes unfocused, blinding oncoming drivers while leaving dark spots on your own lane. The extra heat from low-quality LEDs can even melt housings or wiring. On top of that, most of these kits aren't DOT approved, which means failing inspections and possible fines. What seems like a quick upgrade can actually reduce visibility and compromise safety. If you want LEDs, use a proper projector retrofit or a factory-style kit. Otherwise, you're gambling with both safety and legality. Number 10. Deleting safety systems. Some drivers rip out airbags, ABS or traction control in the name of weight savings or raw driving feel. The truth is, you're trading life-saving technology for bragging rights. Without ABS, stopping distances get longer on wet or uneven roads. Without traction control, a small slip can turn into a full spin. And without airbags, even a minor crash can end in serious injury or worse. These systems are finely tuned to protect both the car and the driver, and pulling them out offers zero real-world benefit. If you want a safer, sharper car, upgrade suspension, brakes, or tires, do not discard the systems designed to save your life. Removing safety features is one of the most reckless mods you can make. You've seen the mods that truly upgrade your car and the ones that quietly destroy it. But here's the truth. Sometimes a mod is not strictly good or bad on its own. What matters is whether it's right for your car, your budget, and how you drive. Before you spend a dime, here's how to figure out if that upgrade is helping you or setting you up for a costly mistake. How to determine if the mod is bad for you. The easiest way to spot a bad mod is to ask what it really gives you compared to what it costs. If a part looks flashy but offers no measurable performance or safety benefit, it is likely money wasted. Check if it stresses critical systems like cooling, fueling, or suspension, because anything that makes your car work harder without proper support will shorten its life. Another key test is legality and reliability. If a mod makes your car fail, inspections, voids warranties, or creates constant check engine lights, it is not worth the trouble. Listen to real-world results, not marketing promises. Read forums, watch independent reviews, and pay attention to drivers who have run the mod long term. If the risks outweigh the rewards, skip it. A good upgrade makes your car faster, safer, or more durable. A bad one drains your wallet while setting you up for bigger trouble down the road. So now you know the difference between mods that elevate your car and mods that quietly destroy it. You also know how to judge for yourself before spending money, which is the most powerful tool any driver can have. The best upgrades make your car safer, safer, sharper, and more reliable, while the worst only empty your wallet and shorten your engine's life. If you want your build to last, follow the checklist, do your research, and choose wisely. Which bad mod have you seen the most in your area? Drop it in the comments, because your story might save another driver from the same mistake. And if this breakdown helped you think twice before buying the wrong part, hit like, share it with a fellow car enthusiast, and subscribe for more high-yield car tips that keep you driving smarter and longer. The next video might just expose the upgrade you never knew was costing you performance.